Gina.
So, good morning everyone. Ang report ko po is maximize the use of Microsoft Word, Spreadsheet, and Publisher. So, introduction. Since the early days of microcomputers, word processing and spreadsheet programs are the most basic components in the teacher's technology toolkit. So, teachers use these tools to accomplish and do their daily function in a more efficient and effortless way. So in this lesson, software applications such as Microsoft Word, Spreadsheet, and Publisher will be discussed to strengthen our knowledge and skill in this tool. So knowing the basics of this tool, the proper way of using and the importance of using this tool will soon help us to do our tasks effectively as teachers. So a balanced technology program combines a range of computer skills such as word processing, spreadsheet, presentation, internet database, graphics, and desktop publishing. So all of this, word processing is probably the most expensive and essential for students to master. So mapapag-aralan po natin dito yung Microsoft Word, Microsoft Spreadsheet, and Publisher. So, sino po gusto magbasa?
A word processor is a software or a device that allows users to create, edit, and print documents. It enables you to write text, store it electronically, display in a screen, modify by entering commands and characters from the keyboard and print it. All of computer applications, word processing is the most common. Today, most word processors are delivered either as a cloud service or as a software that user can install on a PC or mobile device.
So, yung word processor, ito yung software na pwede natin i-install sa laptop or sa mobile device natin such as Microsoft Word. So, gagagamit natin ito to create, edit ng mga documents na gusto natin i-print or i-share on internet gamit po. So, Microsoft Word. It is a word processing program that allows for the creation of both simple and complex documents. In addition to working with text, it also provides tools to insert pictures, edit photos, draw objects, and use graphic organizer. So, pabigyan naman na po kayo dito sa Microsoft Word kasi ginagamit natin ito para gumawa ng discussion papers, gano'n, di ba? So, next po, ito naman po yung mga products na pwede natin magawa using word processing software or yung Microsoft Word. So, kasama dito yung mga story, journal, poem, poster, title page, report, letter, or essay, or yung discussion paper natin na ginagamit ay pinapasa natin sa instructors. So, there are basic and advanced word processing skills po. So, sa basic word processing skills, kasama dito yung add text, enter text, format text. Nakapaloob dun yung font, style, size, and color. So, next is adjust line spacing, insert and format word art, insert and format clip art or picture file, modify the text graph of an object, draw and format shape, scale, move, and rotate objects, insert a simple page border, spell check a document, print preview, print a document, cut, copy and paste a selection, copy formatting from a selection. So yun po yung mga basic word processing skills. So sa advanced word processing skills naman po, makibasa nga po, Rex.
Advanced word processing skills. Create graphic organizer, insert headers and footers, insert date and page number, insert and format tables, bookmark location in a document, create a hyperlink to bookmark location, use modify and create styles, use email merge to create a form of letter, create a table of contents, import chart data into Microsoft Word.
So, sa nabanggit na advanced word processing skills po, may mga skills ba dyan na yung alam nyo na? Okay. So, next po ay the impact of word processing in education. Since its value as an aid to teaching and learning is universally acknowledged, word processing has become the most commonly used software in education. It offers many general relative advantages or unique benefits over and above other methods to teachers and students. So, ang una po ay it saves time. Kasi nga, di ba, sa word processing software or yung Microsoft, pag nag-i-edit tayo ng text, kapag nagkamali tayo, buburahin na lang natin doon, i-clear na lang natin. Hindi kagaya sa typewriter, di ba, pamilyar po ba kayo sa typewriter?
Yes,
Di ba kapag nagkamali ka doon, uulitin mo sa start. So, ikalawa po, it enhances document appearance. Kasi di ba, may mga template doon na pwede natin pagpilian para ma-enhance yung document appearance. Next is allow sharing of documents. So, di ba may mga sa Microsoft Word, di ba yung soft copy na nagawa natin, pwede natin itong i-share anytime and anywhere. And the last is allows collaboration on documents. So, next po ay instructional integration strategies for word processing. Students can use word processing for almost any written word regardless of subject area that they would otherwise write by hand. Research shows that word processing alone cannot improve the quality of student writing but can help students make corrections more efficiently. This can motivate them to write more and take more interest in improving their written word. So, some current word processing integration strategies includes the following. So, yung una po, supporting the learning of writing processes. So, dito po, syempre, i-support the learning of writing processes kasi di ba nagagamit natin to sa paggawa ng discussion papers natin, yung mga requirements natin na nais natin ipasa, ganun po. Next po ay using a dynamic group product approach. So, dito, pwede, di ba, for example, nagbigay tayo ng activity sa learners. Pwede nilang gamitin yung Microsoft Word para mas mapadali yung mag-edit and mag-share ng document so they can work together at a distance. So next is assigning individual language, writing, and reading exercises. So dito po, they can use word processing software para po to practice language use or to make writing and reading exercises po. So last is encouraging writing through the curriculum. So next po ay spreadsheet. So pakibasa nga po. Ako, Ate Grace.
Spreadsheets are programs designed to organize and manipulate numerical data. The term spreadsheet comes from the pre-computer word for an accountant's ledger, a book of keeping records of the numerical information such as budgets and cash flow. Unlike the term word processing, which refers only to the computer software or program. The term spreadsheet can refer either to the program itself or to the product it produces.
So, spreadsheet po, ito yung ginagamit natin to keep records of numerical information such as budgets and cash flow. So, ang spreadsheet po, it can refer, sabi dito, it can refer to the software, yung ginagamit nating app or yung product na nagagawa using that app. So, pakibasa nga po yung ating order. Yung una.
Spreadsheet. Products are sometimes also called worksheets.
So, pwede tayo dito ito yung ito yung ginagamit ng teachers to, para i-store yung mga, para may record, para dito, dito nila i-record yung mga nakuha natin sa quiz, sa exam, ganun po. So, sabi dito, it contains formulas or calculation command. So, dito po, may mga formulas or calculation. So, di ba kung maglalagay ka ng grade, so automatic may result na final grade na doon. Di ba maglalagay ka ng yung sa quiz nila or sa exam, so automatic makakalculate na yun, makikita mo na yung result. So, a spreadsheet is an electronic ledger commonly used by people in the workplace to store information and manipulate it to make informed decisions. The worksheet is divided into alphabetic columns and numeric rows. One of the most popular spreadsheet program is Microsoft Excel. So, yun po yung kadalasan na ginagamit ng mga teachers in recording our grades po. So, dito po, makikita naman natin dito yung mga products na pwede natin magawa using spreadsheet. So, dito, kasama yung chart, graph, word search, budget, financial ledger, grade book, or timeline. So, meron din po basic and advanced skills in using spreadsheet. So, pakibasa nga po yung una. Pamela.
Define basic spreadsheet terminology. Identify a cell reference, enter, edit or delete data into a cell, select a cell or a range of cells, modify column width and row height, format data, font size, color and style, merge and center data, align data within a cell, fill a cell with color, apply border lines, apply number formats to data, alter the number of decimal places, calculate the total number using AutoSum, sort data alphabetically or numerically, graph data.
So, yan po yung mga basic spreadsheet skills. Alam nyo naman na po siguro yung mga iba dyan. Sa advanced spreadsheet skills naman po, pakibasa nga po. Melanie.
Advanced spreadsheet skills. Fill cells with a series using AutoFill. Calculate data using formulas. Troubleshoot an error message. Use absolute cell references. Use statistical functions. Format a cell using conditional formatting. Apply an auto-format the selection of cells. Produce a pivot table and chart. Perform a what-if analysis. Hide or unhide columns. Define a name for a cell. Customize the header or footer. Filter data. Produce multi-level sorts. Add a trend line to a graph and then change the chart type.
So, dun po sa binasa mo, may mga skills ka ba dyan na alam mo na? So, kasama pa po pala dito sa basic spreadsheet skills, yung format a graph to alter its appearance, insert clip art or picture file, scale, move, and rotate objects, insert and delete columns or rows, view a worksheet using the sheet tabs, print a workbook or worksheet, print preview or preview a worksheet, copy formatting from a cell to another, cut, copy, and paste a selection of cells. Kasama pa din po sa advanced spreadsheet skills naman yung view a document in page break view, insert or delete worksheet, rename or color, a sheet tab, copy a worksheet, customize print settings, and set page breaks and print area. So, next naman po is the impact of spreadsheet in education. So, why teacher use spreadsheet? So, spreadsheet programs are in widespread use in classrooms at all levels of education. So, teachers use them primarily to keep budgets and grade books and to help teach mathematical topics. So, spreadsheet of sa mga teacher. Kasi may mga formulas doon na nakalagay na kung saan makikita mo na agad yung results basta nag-type ka ng data. So next po ay organize displays of information. So magagamit natin yung spreadsheet to organize displays of information kagaya ng mga schedules or mga sa logbook ganun po. So next is support asking what if questions. Diba kagaya nga nung sabi ko kanina may automation capabilities na siya. Diba may mga formulas doon na kung saan, diba pag nag-type tayo ng data, makikita na agad natin yung results. So pwede natin gumawa ng mag-play ng mga numbers doon na kung saan makikita agad natin yung result niya. So it supports asking what if questions. So next ay increase motivation to work with mathematics. So di ba magagamit natin to increase motivation to work with mathematics kasi sa spreadsheet po na pwede tayo gumawa ng graph or mga mathematical concept na magagamit natin sa pagtuturo na kung saan mas magagawa natin mas colorful pa yung concept na yun. So next po ay instructional integration strategies for spreadsheet. So teachers can use spreadsheets in many ways to enhance learning. The literature in fact reflects an increasing variety of applications, although their teaching role focuses primarily on mathematics lessons. Spreadsheets have also effectively supported instruction in science, social studies, and even language arts. So, current spreadsheet integration strategies include the following. So, una, making it possible visual teaching demonstration. So, it makes possible visual teaching demonstration po kasi it offers an efficient way of demonstrating numerical concepts such as yung percentage or graph po. So, gamit yung graphic illustrations na yun, mas madaling maipahatid ng teacher yung kung anong nais na ipahatid sa mga students. Next is supporting student products. So, it supports student products po kasi di ba pwedeng gumawa using that spreadsheet, pwedeng gumawa yung mga students ng mga products kagaya ng yung mga graphs, mga graphic illustrations po. So, supporting mathematical problem solving and storing and allowing analysis of data. So, syempre nagagamit natin to store and analyze data po. So, next is desktop publishing software. Pakibasa nga po. Atin friend. Pakibasa po.
The technology tools is one that communicates information in a traditional medium that presents on page, allowing teachers and students to design collaborate printed products. However, these publishing tools give them the important advantage of complete control over a potentially powerful form of communication. This control over the form and appearance of the printed page is the defining quality of this publishing. Other point in 1984 by Paul founder of the Aldous Corporation, who means using combination of software, microcomputers, and printers to allow individuals to create their own computer
a publication is created. Desktop publishing involves using the computer to create visual display of ideas and information by combining image and text to produce an attractive layout and design to effectively communicate a message. Common publication includes brochure, postcard, newsletter, flyers, and posters.
So yung desktop publishing ko, yung isang program na laging ginagamit is yung Microsoft Publisher. So ito po yung example ng publisher na ginawa. Ito po yung app na ginamit. Ito po yung Microsoft Publisher. So, kagaya nga po nung sinabi ko kanina, pwede tayo gumawa dito ng mga publications such as brochures, postcards, newsletter, flyers, and poster po. So, ito yung mga, these are the tips for teaching desktop publishing. So, kailangan po natin make a copy kasi nga, di ba, kapag, for example, di ba, kapag mag-ano ka, yung undo and redo, so, kailangan mo gumawa ng original copy and gumawa ka pa ng isang copy para sa isang copy na yun, pwede kang mag-undo and redo and mag-explore ka ng various designs. So, next po is sample. So, pwede kang mag-provide ng samples mo sa mga students, yung mga samples na may medyo pangit yung layout and medyo maganda yung layout. So, pwede kang mag-provide ng ganon. And build a publication. So, pwede kang po mag-provide ng template sa mga students mo and sila na yung bahala na mag-transform yun in a attractive publication po. So, why teach desktop publishing? So, makibasa na yung una. Thirdly, the personality means so when students create publication for a target audience, they have a reinforced so, dapat po sa paggawa natin ng publication, dapat may purpose din tayo. Titingnan natin yung target audience natin. If yung kagaya po ng mga infographics and flyers, dapat ganun. Next po ay decision-making skills. Pamela.
Decision-making skills are developed when students create their own documents. They need to think, how will the document look? Are the parts balanced? Will the reader find the document easy to navigate and understand?
So, syempre po, may enhance yung decision-making skills natin. Doon pa lang sa how will the document look. So, iisipin ng learner kung paano ba, ay akma ba yung decided sa nais na iparating na message karon po. So, mag-decide siya kung tama ba yung mga nagawa niyang publication. So, creativity. Basa nga po. Leia.
Creativity enhanced when students are given a challenge to make their projects look original.
So, ma-enhance naman po dito yung creativity ng bata kasi di ba mag-iisip siya kung paano niya pagagandahin yung publication na gusto niya gawin. So, yung professional, sabi nga dyan. So, dapat iisipin niya kung paano yun magiging attractive sa mga readers. So, next po is higher level thinking skills. Erica. Higher level thinking skills are used when students are warned not only to write the content of the documents but also recognize the needs of the reader. They need to consider how to present the information in a way that makes it easy to understand and attractive for the students. So, syempre may enhance din dito yung higher level thinking skills kasi diba, iisipin mo kung ano nga ba yung needs of the reader, dapat tinitigil
white space. Avoid clutter by creating simple designs. Scale graphics to enhance balance. Align text on the purpose. Wrap text around graphics. Format font so it is easy to read. Format font size so it suits the purpose. Format font style to emphasize words. Select colors that complement each other. Edit spelling and grammar errors. This information using bullets and numbers. Use images to convey a message. Apply suitable background. Frame a publication with a suitable border.
So, pakibasa nga po yung advanced desktop publishing skills. Ate Giselle.
Advanced desktop publishing skills. Divide information into logical sections. Layer graphics for interesting design. Align objects on page to create balance. Organize information in tables. Organize text into columns. Add a caption to describe a picture. Number pages to organize publication. Add headers and footers. Insert sound clip to enhance the message. Insert video clip to enhance the message.
So, yan na po yung mga basic and advanced desktop publishing skills. So, next is how can publisher help teachers in teaching? So, publisher software such as Microsoft Publisher gives the teachers a better way to present their teaching and learning materials interestingly and interactively. So, publisher allows teachers to make colorful and informative infographics about their lessons, story timelines, certificates, posters, tarpaulin layout and programs of different school activities, and other visuals that will help teachers to learn in the school. Using publisher would not only help teachers accomplish their tasks better,